Hey guys, welcome back to another unmotorized moment of inspiration. I'm your host as always, Dr. Dustin Bain, and today's message is it's all about light bulbs. And it's not the cryptic talk of what I mentioned there with the light bulbs and death that can crystallize your death. It's not about that. I'm sitting here in the Menards parking lot as I had to pick up some light bulbs for my office. Okay, so now the key equation here is at my office. Hi, Shelly. We'll see you this weekend at Emergence. Yeah. At my office, I moved into this office 6 years ago. And it probably has, I don't know, maybe 25, maybe 30 different long stem 4-foot bulbs in it that I got to replace today. And unfortunately, in the creative thing with this, I don't have to replace all of them. They didn't all die at the same time, right? It's like there's 3 that went out, there's 1 that went out a couple weeks ago, there's 1 that went out a couple years ago. They all kind of died at the same time. Yet on the box, as I'm sitting here picking up an entirely new crate or case of lights, it says approximately lives X amount of years, X amount of illuminations, or whatever you want to call it. And essentially it's like X amount of hours before they die, okay? And how true is that? How true is it when I walked in there and every one of those lights is gonna die the exact same time? It's not gonna happen. And had I known that this specific bulb was gonna die at this specific time, I would have had something already ready, but I didn't. So I have an entire ballast, an entire light scheme at my office that's all dead. So I had to come and get the light bulbs. And I think it was it's the same thing in my office. Like I sit down with a person going through report a test, explaining what's going on, and they're sitting there and they look at me and I lay it all out there and they're like, you know, had I known the impact of my lack of activity in my life, what it created in my life, later years today to now, I would have done something years ago. Had I known the impact of not investing in my health years ago, what that would have done for me today, I would have made some different choices. Had I known the impact that it would have on my kids today, because you see, they have to now take me to my appointments. I'm being an inconvenience to them, I'm taking them out of their appointments because I have not taken care of myself. Had I known, right? And just like these light bulbs, had I known they were gonna die, I would have had something in advance. So the question I have for you, had you known today was your last day in advance, what would you have done different? What would you have done today? What conversations may you have had that you've been putting off for years and years? You never know when the light switch is gonna go bloop, and that's the last time it turns on. That's the last time it turns off. Not here to judge, not here to call anybody out, but I want you to realize that there is an end. We sometimes think that we're going through life and I'll wake up tomorrow just like I fell asleep tonight. You don't know. You don't know if tonight's the last night you're gonna fall asleep. Did you kiss your kids on the forehead and wish them good night? Did you tell them you love them? Did you tell your significant other you love them? Or was it, okay, good night, go to bed, go to sleep. And then the next morning, wake up, let's go, come on. What if that's the last time you drop them off at school? Again, not trying to be cryptic here. I'm just trying to be real. Because I was sitting there and like I said, I went into Menards, picked up light bulbs, an entire case of bulbs that had died at the office, and as I mentioned earlier, there's probably 25 bulbs in that office and only 3 went out. How's that work? On the box it said they'll live approximately this amount of days. You don't know. Guys, I'm telling you, have that conversation. Do what you want to do today. Start taking action. Take care of you. Tell your loved ones you love them. Hope everybody has a great day. Stay inspired.